Hey, it's Mr. Johns. Welcome back to Dredge. Now, I did not wake up this morning excited to go fishing. Maybe a little. I think a good sign, let me say that again. I think the sign of a good game is one that you can't wait to continue. Examples would be, for me, Age of Empires, Red Dead Redemption 2, Command and Conquer, Diablo 1, 2, and 3. One of my favorite racing games is Forza, but I just never really feel like I have a purpose, right? So it's greatest racing game, driving game ever, but I just don't ever wake up in the morning thinking, oh, I've got to finish that mission, or I've got to go find that secret, whatever. It's just not enough. Now, this game is interesting enough that I want to keep playing, and so episode 1, I literally just went fishing. Episode 2, which is this one, I have since done a few things to my boat, and I still don't know enough about the game to really explain it. But I have updated my my boat a little bit, so there is now a dry dock, and that was an update. So right here, dry dock. So she's basically there to do some pretty major updates to your boat, which could include enlarging, making bigger your hull, and things like that. So it costs money, of course, but and it looks like kind of a reminds me of any kind of game where you have to work your way up, advancement, achievements. Through time. In this case, I can add 2 rod spaces, I can add 4 net spaces, I can add 2 engine spaces, or 1 light space, and I have to do all of those before I can get a brand new hull, which is a level 2. So you can see it's definitely a game about upgrading, so just to review, dry dock, the shipwright, same person, right? So she's in charge of this kind of stuff, where I can simply buy new fishing rods and things like that. Now it all takes up space over in my cargo. So you have to, I guess eventually it'd be nice to have one of each fishing rod so you could fish in any location. Because if you look at this right here, if you look at, I was just right on that. It says catches oceanic. So you have to have different poles. There's coastal, oceanic, shallow. So you really have to have one of each to be able to fish anywhere. Of course, that takes up a ton of space in your cargo. So there's also some storage, which is kind of nice. So you do have a lot of storage, and so you could keep things in storage and then bring them out of storage. So, and that's kind of cool. So, and then there's the fishmonger, of course, and that's where you sell your fish. So he gives you some information about special orders and things like that. And then my storage, I have a storage locker as well. So there's plenty of storage. And so you look at your boat and you think, I don't have any room. You want to save that room for fish. So you want to put a lot of your other stuff in storage. And so your options here are to rest. You want to do that pretty much every night. You can research things. So you will not be offered new equipment until you research it. So you simply hold down the X key and it'll say, oh, well, you don't have the parts for it. Right here it says for sale. I'm not sure how I buy that. Oh, it's probably, now that I've researched that new rod, that's why it was for sale in the shop. So let's just go out and do kind of a quick little undock. Let's just go do a little bit more fishing today. So it's just that this is a short episode. I really just want to get back out and give you an update on what I did after I closed out that first video. So I did visit the might as well go ahead and fish there. I did visit the little harbor across the way. Okay, I don't have the right spot. So let's see, that's coastal. So stock is high, there's lots of it, but I don't have coastal fishing lines. So, and that's definitely going to be a problem. So you don't want to spend all your time just searching for, see, here's another coastal. So it's along the coast. So if I go out further, now if I go out too far, it's going to be oceanic, I imagine. And I'm going to have to find shallow, because that's the fishing rod I have. So let's just check. This should be oceanic, I would think. No, still, okay, coastal. So still coastal. So I guess you can go out, that makes sense. I'm still kind of in a harbor. So oceanic would be out further, which I have not been yet. So I think one thing that keeps me intrigued is the little bit of mystery, which I assume they really had to. Oh, start fishing. Sweet. And you have to hit the green mark. So how I'm fishing is square, square, square. And if you miss the green mark, which is not easy to do. I mean, it's pretty easy fishing. Sorry, I'm distracted. Okay, so yeah, I caught a Gulf flounder. So I'm going to place that, and I can do some more fishing. So I'm just going tap, tap, tap. And every fish has its own pattern. And I imagine they get harder, which they should, and faster. That makes total sense. I like that. So let me get back to what I was saying about the storyline. They had to add something. Otherwise, this literally would just be a fishing game. And I don't know if these days that's enough. Oh, low. See that green? Oh. When the amount of fish gets low, you only get... it changes the pattern. I didn't notice that either. If it was only a fishing game, I don't know if this would be enough to keep people really that interested. So I mean, it is kind of fun, but if it was just fishing, I don't think so. I don't think I'd stay very long, and that is my ADHD problem. A game has to completely hook me, or I'm just not interested, and it has to stay really, really intense and really interesting. Now, ironically, I'm not a fan of first-person shooters. You would think maybe that's what I would like, but I do not. So, at all. All right, so we're just going to go back in and go through one little pattern here of selling fish and maybe upgrading, and that's all we'll accomplish today. So this won't be a half-hour video. So we're going to go ahead and dock. And all right, this town harbor is called Greater Marrow. The marrow of something is the inside of bone, right? Bone marrow. All right, so I'm basically, hey, you hand the grotesque fish. He grins, raising the fish up to his face before inhaling a deep, stuttering breath. I don't know what that means. All right, so he likes that. So, okay. Oh, he runs his fingers firmly along the length of the fish as though feeling for something. He pushes from one side of his stomach, and a small shape can be seen against the bulging scales. So, see, there's a mystery. There's some story here, which is maybe the saving grace for this game. He slices it open. From its stomach, he pulls a small piece of fabric and spreads it on the counter. It's a delicately patterned handkerchief. So, I wonder if he nibbled on the last fisherman. I don't know. And I got a handkerchief added to my inventory. I'm not really sure I want that handkerchief. It has not been in good places. Pursuit added. It's not the first corrupted fish. That's interesting. I've seen in these parts, so I'm sure you'll find more before too long. I'll pay you well if you find more. Okay, so that's interesting. There are some corrupted fish. So let's go ahead and I can just sell all. Sell all is the fastest, so just tap that. Isn't that sell all? Sell all fish. Oh, I have to hold down the button. Okay, so all is, and I have a handkerchief. Once beautiful, drawn from the insides of a grotesque fish, patterned with delicate crimson thread. So I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that. Like, place it where? Rotate it? Probably put that in storage. I don't really see any reason to keep that. All right. So I think what we want to do here is, a man is looking at you through your cabin window. His face is mostly in shadow. I know what you took to the fishmonger. Well, yeah, it's a handkerchief. Big deal, dude. And I'll be clear, I know he extracted an artifact from it. I need to inspect it, but not here. Meet me on Blackstone Island. Head out of the bay and cut south. I have a business proposition that you'll want to hear. Okay, so the story is getting at least more interesting. Okay. All right, that's interesting. But for this episode, what we want to do is probably see if I can purchase, if I have enough money. I've got $304. See if I can purchase I need a coastal because I have a shallow. Let's just double check that. Oh, I go over here, Moving around on the screen is a little clunky. So use my mouse to be a little faster. I just want to make sure. Wow, okay. No, I'm just trying to find out. Okay, that's all right. All right. I'm just trying to. Let's go. Repair mode. No, I didn't want to be in repair mode. Okay, out of repair mode. How do we get out of repair mode? I was just hitting buttons. That was bad. Return. No. Exit repair mode. R2. Okay, so, all right. It took me a little while to get used to the game. So I need. I already have shallow, and I need. That's a bigger shallow, and I think that's what I have. Can I go? See, I'm trying to just show over L1, but you have to switch screens. Which I'm using a PS4 controller, so maybe that's the problem. I want to see what I have. I do not want that repair mode. Exit repair mode. I have a simple skimmer, 10% fishing speed, shallow. Now, can I just quickly go over here? Yes, okay. I want to see what this one is. Shallow, simple skimmer, 10%. So that's what I have. So there's a more powerful shallow for 150 bucks. I probably should get that. And then there's a more expensive hydraulic rod, which I can't afford. And here's a coastal. So what I really should do is buy a coastal. Yes. Why can't I install it? Oh, I have to make it fit in my space. Okay. So why won't it install? Oh, okay. It has to be in. Oh, that's interesting. That's why you have to purchase those little hooks. You have to purchase. You have to purchase space. That's exactly what that's about. So like I can't even buy that other rod because the shape takes up more space. So I think what I should do is go ahead and buy this and install it. So now I have a basic coastal and a basic shallow. So that's not a bad way to start. Okay. And in storage, I have another base. Oh, I already had one? That's the problem. That's a problem. I already had a basic coastal. I have a basic coastal and a basic. So let's look in storage. Another basic. Oh, that's a pain in the butt. I'm going to have to remember. Let's go ahead and sell that one back. So, okay. So I can buy this because I have all this storage space. So I need to remember that. So what I'm going to do is place that there. I have tons of room. So what I can do is when I'm out fishing, oh no, that one won't still fit because of this space. I'm going to have to purchase an extra spot. So to do that, I think I have to go to dry dock. And I think I have to, you don't have to have, okay, well, yeah, okay. I need to purchase 2 rod spaces, $95. I don't have $95. Do I? Oh, wait, no, I have $42. Well, I messed that one up. Okay, so, I have to go fishing more to be able to purchase that. So, okay. Well, you can see the point here. You can see the purpose, and it's an interesting enough game, I think, and it'll keep you busy enough trying to do those upgrades and purchases and little storylines on the side and all the interesting, like, why is there things in the stomach of fish and what's way out in the ocean in the depths? What kind of things might I find? And what other little harbor towns are out there that I haven't discovered yet, right? So those are some of the things that I think will keep me playing the game. And so I'm going to go check out some more. But for now, I believe Mr. Johns is out.